Good morning, friends, and welcome to this morning's edition of your Monday Morning Espresso Shot. Let us begin by placing our awareness in the area of the heart, taking slow, deep, gentle breaths, and experiencing these breaths flowing in and out of our hearts, breathing a little slower, a little gentler than we normally would. Slow, deep, gentle breaths. And just sitting with ourselves, tapping into our hearts, and allowing ourselves to just shed everything, every care, every concern we have by living in this moment with gratitude and appreciation. So just place your awareness in the area of the heart, taking slow, deep, gentle breaths. And imagine these breaths flowing in and out of your hearts. See if you can draw these breaths even deeper. Imagine them flowing into your heart and down to your abdomen area, to your root chakra, perineum area, and then exhale from your perineum area through your abdomen and out from your heart. Take as deep a breath as it's comfortable for you and allow the oxygen to collect into your lungs to be distributed to every cell in your body in this way. It's very, very refreshing, very rejuvenating, very calming. You may open your eyes if you had them closed. Wonderful. Once again, thank you so much for joining me today. Today is about building change resilience. One of the areas that the reason I came up with this topic today, I was inspired to do so, is because I went through something very recently, and it came across as stressful situation, but caused by a change. So I was going through a change in a personal life. It had to do with finances. It had to do with my daughter moving to a different city, and it had to do with the unknown. Things are just shifting. They're shifting sands for me now. I know that that's happening for everybody at some level, and we're not used to that change. And so I experienced this change, and I thought that I had a lot of resilience because I teach this stuff to people. But I realized myself, and I reminded myself that this is a never-ending game. The experiencing of change, taking you to the edge of your resilience, is really part of life. And I talk about this a lot in my program about overcoming limiting beliefs. If you're an Ignite member, you will have access to the 4-part series. But this is a fact of life, that you will be taken to the edge of your resilience only to allow yourself to break through that and becoming more resilient, so that anything else that happens of that level will no longer be of concern to you, and you'll be able to manage that. So the first thing that happens to build change resilience is to actually recognize that any stressful points in your life, whether they're financial, relationships, life-changing events, even though they're positive. Speaking with somebody who says, if somebody's getting married, it's a happy occasion for both bride and the groom, but there's stresses associated with that. So even when there's a happy change, or change that's not happy, you are undergoing change, and there's an opportunity, an invitation from the universe to build resilience, so that the next time that happens, that you are ready for managing that level of change, and then you'll be ready to get to that edge of that change. That's how resilience is built. So my invitation to you is, next time, for this week at least, monitor how your body responds to anything that's changing in your life. As a matter of fact, monitor your body responses, and if you are experiencing unwanted emotions, things like I'm sad, or I'm frustrated, I'm angry, chances are there's a change that's happening. Either it's happening now, or there's a threat of change of an unknown nature looming ahead for you in your mind. Now, this happened to me not too long ago. I had, I want to share with you that how I kind of, things changed for me after, is I had a lot of financial pressure. I was investing in a new approach. A couple of my clients, I ended my contract with them because my job was done, and we said, great, we achieved everything we wanted to achieve. One of them is still coming back for little things here and there, but in essence, majority of my income stream was terminated last month, and now I'm building a new developing my business in other areas. But in that time, there's a lull in the cash flow that's coming in. Now, at the same time, my daughter, who's lived with me for 4 years, I went and dropped her off to another city, and she was really sad because I missed her. She missed me. She's going to miss family, friends. Those changes were happening. Then I got a note from our tax man here in Canada. They're CRA. They're the IRS version of Canada. And the tax man came out and basically said, you may owe some money. So I remembered myself keeping my heart open, keeping I recognize this as a change in resilience, or change in my life. But I remember, to build resilience, I have to do the practice that we practice all the time here on this particular program. And when I practiced it, and I kept my heart open, and I began to just say, everything's going to be okay, everything's going to be fine, and I really meant it. And I reminded myself of the gratitude, the gratitude that I had for all the things in my life so far, having this program, having wonderful people in my life, having great connections. I reminded myself, and it kept me at that level of higher vibration. And I kept reminding myself. 2 weeks later, my daughter sends me a note saying, "Dad, I'm having so much fun here where I am." And that made me feel good because my sadness was for her sadness. The taxman sent me another letter from nowhere. They said, "Don't worry about that. Sorry, you're good. You don't know anything. No, move on with your life," kind of thing. And I thought, I've never seen the tax man ever coming back and saying, "No, I don't want any documentation. Everything's fine. Forget about it. Don't worry about that letter that was sent." That happened after 2 weeks. It just all of a sudden happened there. Then I started getting calls from my clients. They wanted me to get re-engaged. I got an invitation to become an instructor for an MBA program at a university. All of these things started just coming at me, and I had a hard time keeping up with everything. So the reason I'm sharing this with you is that the universe will throw these changes at you only to build your resilience, because at some level deep inside us, we've asked to build our resilience. And this is something that you may want to be aware of that may happen for you. So with a smile on your face, engage life, because nothing that's thrown in your way is insurmountable. I'm a living proof of that, and I invite you to do that. All right, let us begin now to really do the practice that I had to really do a few weeks ago before I came out of the depths of my darkness. Is begin by placing awareness in the area of the heart, taking slow, deep breaths, and experience these breaths flowing in and out of your heart. Just continue this breath approach. Now experience a regenerative emotion. Gratitude is a wonderful practice. That is how I got out of my darkness, and that is how the universe cleared the path for me. And it was amazing that the higher, more intense of your gratitude emotion is, the more quicker, faster that things will develop for you. And this has happened to me. It has happened to people I know, and it can happen for you if it already hasn't. So experience the gratitude and appreciation in your heart and really feel it deep inside you. You are breathing right now. You're here with me, with family. Surely there's gratitude in that. So that's where you continue to breathe in that way. Appreciation, slow, deep, gentle breaths, experiencing gratitude in all its glory. Take your breaths even deeper into your heart, down to the perineum, slowly and gently, and then exhale. Imagine them flowing out of your perineum, out from your heart. You can open your eyes now. You had them closed. Thank you for joining me for this 15-minute practice this morning. It goes by quickly, doesn't it? If you have any questions, please feel free to type those in, or reflections by all means. While you're typing those in, just want to let you know of the upcoming events and some changes to the Spark, Shine, and Ignite program. So couple of weeks, less than 2 weeks away, we've got October 1st and 2nd in Okotoks. If you're in the Calgary area, I'm presenting on October 1st, two particular topics. And so come see me. I'd be happy to see you there. And there's the link there if you want to access that. I'm also a featured speaker on Circle of 12 Healing Wednesday, October 12th, with my friends Lee and Monica. So if you are a member of the Healing Wednesday series, check me out. And I'll be talking about owning your future and how to overcome limiting beliefs, kind of like what we talked about in today's topic. And if I can help you in a personal way, set up an appointment with me, and I'm happy to work with you. If you have any questions or reflections, I'm happy to kind of take that on. I also want to let you know that your email that I sent out for a reminder here has a way for you to access all of the past replays of the espresso shot by going right to the website and signing up again. So what we're doing is we're moving the platform over to a different website, and so we need everybody that really wants to be a part of this community to sign up again. So you may have already received an email invitation to do that. And if not, my emails that I send out as a reminder, and the replay will have that link as well, so you can make sure that you don't miss any episodes, reminders, and also you have access to this. All right. So now let's see what comments are coming through. Good morning, Cynthia. Thank you so much for joining today. Shelley, thank you. You are on. You are a blessing, she says. Thank you. My pleasure. I'm glad you were able to get something out of today's session. Cynthia says, keeping the attitude of gratitude before me at all times. Absolutely. I think that's a great approach. I didn't think that I needed to be reminded of that when I experienced my own change. But when you experience change and stress, these are the things that, you're going to this panic mode, and you're going to this deep darkness, and you need someone, perhaps you're somebody who's been listening to you, come back to you and say, hey, remember what you taught me? You do it yourself. So, everybody needs a hand and a little reminder once in a while. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Have a beautiful day yourself, Cynthia. Michelle, thank you, Shamir, and congratulations on all your new endeavors. Yeah, I mean, the flow is starting. I mean, as soon as you go into that space of gratitude, and it happens. Thank you. Timing of today's resilience review is perfect, of course. I had an upset yesterday that I needed to process and had to take responsibility for my part in the exchange. Interesting. The gratitude was essential for another shift just this past weekend. Wow. Your gentle, continual reminders to constantly drop into my heart space has truly begun to track this tough nut. Oh, beautiful. Trust me, I'm a tough nut. Many thanks for your contribution to our mortal and spiritual growth, moral and spiritual. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you for that. I'm really happy that things are moving along in your life. Truly, I know you've been through a lot. We've had those conversations. So, all right, wonderful. So thank you so much for all your reflections, your comments. I'm sure that there'll be more discussion at our next topic, whatever that may be. I haven't really come up with one, but if you have suggestions, send me an email and I'm happy to tackle that. Take care for now. Blessings to all, and we'll chat with you next week. Bye-bye.